Well, the current surge in COVID cases, it has school districts across the state facing a tough decision. How should students learn for the rest of the semester? WJZ Live at 6, Rachel Menitoff explaining how some schools have made definitive decisions, but Rachel, others are still undecided.
Nicole, that's right. And here in Baltimore City, we just heard from the superintendent who announced that city schools will be rolling back its reopening plan. Instead of opening 40 schools this week, it will instead open 25 of its sites in light of the rising number of COVID cases here in the city. We know that over in Harford County, the school system will be moving to an entirely virtual model, and several other school districts in our area are doing something very similar. With the statewide positivity rate jumping above the 5% benchmark, Maryland schools must now decide what this means for their reopening plans.
We suggest no in-person activities.
The Harford County superintendent announced that as of this Friday, the 13th, students will return to an entirely virtual model as the area reports 15 plus per 100,000 daily positive cases. They say once the county metrics fall below a 5% positivity rate for 1 week, they will start discussing a return to the hybrid status.
Being home is not good for working parents.
I know that it's hard on my daughter who's got a full-time job trying to raise my three grandkids.
We weren't surprised that was going to happen. We kind of saw the numbers coming and predicted as much, or at least our family did.
Just as Anne Arundel and Baltimore counties were beginning to move to some in-person classes this month, both counties voted to delay their reopening plans, citing the rising case rate. This week, Anne Arundel County also said it's suspending its athletic practices and extracurricular activities.
The numbers just present a daunting situation for us, and a situation where the superintendent didn't feel like it was the prudent thing to do to continue with the in-person activities.
Well, Baltimore City says it continues to monitor COVID-19 data trends as it prepares to reopen 44 of its public schools within the next week, a decision that's been widely criticized by the district's teachers.
It is not safe right now to return to buildings.
And the Baltimore City School Board is now in session discussing some of its next steps. Baltimore County schools are also meeting right now. Both of these meetings are virtual and open to the public. We're live in Baltimore City tonight. I'm Rachel Menitoff for WJZ.